The de Havilland Comet 4 is the most successful version of the world's first jet passenger aeroplane. This Comet made the first scheduled jet flight across the Atlantic in 1958. The Comet was developed into the Maritime Reconnaissance Nimrod. This aircraft is still in service with the RAF. The British Overseas Airways Corporation, or BOAC, introduced the Comet 1 into service in 1952. It halved the journey time on many routes and was very popular with passengers. In 1954, all Comet 1s were grounded because of a series of crashes. Lengthy investigations discovered that the crashes were caused by metal fatigue, especially at the corners of the aircraft's rectangular windows. The Comet 4 was developed in 1955. It was of improved design and construction and featured oval windows. It could carry more passengers and had a longer range than the Comet 1. In their first 2 years of operation, Comet 4s flew 27 million miles and carried 327,000 passengers. Comet 4s were replaced in BOAC service in the mid-1960s, but continued to operate with smaller airlines into the late 1970s.
Start a comprehensive series of checks to ensure that everything in the plane is in first-class working order. The first is called the before starting check.
Autopilot, master and power switches on, cabin signs on, emergency roof light is on, navigation lights, steady, beacon light on. Hydraulic low pressure horn.
That's the horn that blows automatically if the hydraulic pressure to the controls fails.
Foot warmer off, warning lights, landing gear, 3 green lights, changeover day-night, 1 amber, 3 mechanical indicator down, gold film overheat lights, on, rest test, hydraulic pressure failure, 2 blues, 2 greens we have.
And when the reverse thrust is in use.
Back horn. Checking 1, 2.
The Mach horn blows automatically at a speed of 0.77 Mach to indicate that the aircraft is nearing its limit of 0.78 Mach, which is about 500 miles per hour true air speed at 35,000 feet. The check continues until all is ready for the pilot to get start-off clearance from ground control.
This particular aircraft, Golf Alpha Papa Delta Bravo, made the first eastbound crossing of the Atlantic in 1958, while another Comet made a simultaneous westbound crossing. Later that year, it was the Duke of Edinburgh's personal aircraft on a royal tour of Canada. After serving with Malaysian Singapore Airlines, in 1969, the aircraft was bought by the British airline Dan Air. It was then modified to carry more passengers on shorter flights. The aircraft made its last commercial flight in 1973 and was donated by Dan Air to the Duxford Aviation Society. This aircraft arrived at Duxford in February 1974. During its career, it had flown a total of 36,269 hours. It has since been restored to its original BOAC configuration.
As the aircraft is taxiing to the runway, the air stewardess welcomes the passengers aboard. As the passengers come aboard, the crew start a comprehensive series of checks to ensure that everything in the plane is in first-class working order. The first is called but before starting, check.
Autopilot, master.